Welcome to today's Jersey Baseball Show. Very special edition with our guest, new DeSales University signee. Well, not signee yet, but commit. Pride of Kingsway High School, Mr. Kingsway, Mr. South Jersey, maybe future Mr. Kings in a couple of years. John Rorick, welcome to the show, John. It's about time we had you on.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, let's get to it. We could probably call this the HDMH edition of the Jersey Baseball Show. Height doesn't measure heart. You're what, about 5'5", right? About 140 pounds.
Yep.
And always haven't always been the biggest guy on the team. But there's something to obviously feisty. There's something to using that to your advantage, being quicker than everybody else, working harder, and let's talk about your recruiting experience and your commitment to. We can see with the sweatshirt that's not just to stay warm, but you're proudly repping DeSales University.
Yeah. So obviously wasn't highly recruited throughout high school. Still am little, but was a lot littler before. Wasn't in the weight room really early on. Freshman year, really little. And then right after freshman year, summer, broke my elbow, had to get surgery, took me out of that whole summer and fall. Then right after that, when I was cleared to play, couldn't really feel my fingers. So kind of went on. And then after that, COVID kind of hit. So wasn't really able to showcase anything. And then junior year, winter going into junior year, started lifting a lot with Justin.
Yeah, let's talk about Justin's influence on you, because obviously a lot of people are going to know Justin Zestowicki is at University of North Carolina now, where he's rehabbing an injury, but was all South Jersey, all state, all Mr. Everything, and let's also talk about the influence he had on you as really your closest friend to get you, to where you are now.
So we weren't really close throughout high school, and like junior year, we knew we were kind of going to be playing up the middle together, and we talked a lot about lifting during winter stuff. And one day he was kind of just like, "Yeah, come on over, lift with me." And one of our friends, Temple football player, so he's a pretty big guy. And so yeah, we kind of just like clicked, and then we started lifting together every day. He kind of really pushed me to be better than I am now. And then so we ended up playing up the middle together last year at Kingsway and had a great season. So yeah.
So you hit what, about 350, right, last year? I mean, that's kind of coming on from being about 4 foot nothing as a ninth grader, and not really having a 10th grade year, and coach had you at the bottom of the lineup, not really knowing what to expect, and just kind of a force on defense, and being the kind of like almost another leadoff hitter low in the lineup. Had your big, I guess, really your first big breakout moment probably would have come against Jackson in the Thank You Classic, right?
Yeah, I had a really big game. I actually almost sold the game because I tried to steal and kind of got picked off by the catcher, but made it up for it. Justin had a really great game pitching, kind of shut them down, and then I think I went 2 for 3 with a walk that game, and then hit what ended up being the game-winning run. So
yeah, so that was sort of like, everybody knows you belong there now, and all sorts of pretty good things happen the rest of the year. Obviously a strong team, but you've put up numbers then. So right, you got that, you're fast, obviously, good base runner, with maybe that exception of the Jackson game. Strong arm, throwing the ball across the diamond almost 90, able to play short, getting out to and impressing some coaches at D1 and strong D2 camps, but for a variety of factors, I guess nothing was really happening, right?
Yeah, so kind of like a late bloomer, kind of got bigger towards the end of my high school career, and like last year kind of shot out a lot of emails. Some things kind of clicked, and then got a lot of like, oh, come to our camp, I mean, when you're 5'5", they don't really think much of you, so kind of got to prove yourself. And nothing was really happening until you obviously followed me on Instagram, and then we kind of clicked, started talking about recruiting and whatnot. And then you obviously believed something in me, and then you kind of shot out some emails for me and talked to some guys for me. And
so we got to make this clear that I am not paying you anything for saying nice things, right? That's
no.
good.
Yeah, you really helped me out, got me with a lot of coaches. A lot of coaches were interested in me after you kind of got my video out and everything, talked to some guys from me.
But that's again, that's really nothing that, that's just pay attention, look at what's on the video. I mean, that's obviously you did all the work and the weight room stuff. I mean, you're up to what, 140, you said, right? And our goal is another big off season here.
Yeah. This off season, I really just want to put on weight and a lot of strength. Probably try to get up 10, 15 pounds in this winter. So that's the goal.
We already got the tree trunk legs, so we're just trying to get the upper body to match, right?
Yeah, basically. That was a big thing in the Sesto household. Hit legs lots.
Yeah, there you go. And but I mean, that's and Justin's not that big, right? I mean, it's not like he's a 6'4" kid or anything like that.
No, probably around 5'9", 5'10".
Throwing the ball in the 90s and hitting bombs. And I guess you hit a couple out last year, not varsity, but
preseason, actually, it was my second at bat. I hit one out, grand slam, dead center against Audubon.
So everybody's waiting for that the rest of the year.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
No.
But
we gotta save something for this year, right?
Yeah, right.
So in the summer, then you took that strong high school season and took that to American Legion ball. And Mullica Hill, right? Pretty new team, right? I don't know if that was first year. Brand new. And, I guess took that as a chance to shine too. Now, I mean, unfortunately, and I say this because I've got a long Legion history myself, Legion's kind of caught some shade, I guess, recently from people, and travel balls kind of hurt it, at least but I always thought it was a great place to A, play, B, play almost every day in the right program, and C, play to win. Like you're playing a full season. You're not, with like a logical end to it. As the season went on, I mean, tell us about your Legion experiences and how that was a lot of fun too.
So yeah, like I played with a lot of guys from Kingsway, Clearview, Woodstown a little bit. And it was just cool just to bring everyone together, and Coach Scott was really, really cool guy. Still is. I think I'm going to be playing for them in this summer too. And we ended up going to the States actually, but Brooklyn kind of shut us down. They're a big powerhouse. We actually beat them to get into States, and then they kicked us out of States. So.
It's pretty cool though. I mean, your first year, you get to beat a team that's got the national, people all throughout the country know who Brooklyn is.
Oh yeah, they're pretty powerhouse baseball team around here, especially.
Yeah. So I mean, I always thought it was, like you said, great experience, and now we'll move ahead. DeSales obviously got your attention. Great program. D3, they've been they've been at the kind of, there's that national level of D3 where you compete, with anybody, and have been to the World Series. Coach Neiman's been there for ever, I believe, I think is the right, but certainly for a number of years. What made you choose DeSales?
So, well, honestly, academic wise, they had exactly what I wanted. I loved everything they had to offer that in that standpoint. But I just really love the program. Seems like an amazing program, great coaching staff. And I mean, yeah, like they seem like they compete, and I'm there to fight for a spot and make big impact, try to get that state title. I mean, the World Series.
Yeah. They've been in a tough spot, right? They're in the same league or division as Misericordia, who's won, I think, 10 league titles in a row, and it seems like always goes through to sales. So I kind of feel like somebody who's overcome the obstacles you have, that's the kind of person that you need to beat the team that's always there, like nothing's really not really gonna be afraid of much.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be fun. But before you do that, obviously, we got a big year ahead at Kingsway. What are we looking at this year? As far as coming back and being ready to go, you got a couple of stud pitchers, I know.
Yeah, we do. Our pitching staff, Landon Edwards, stud. We got a couple younger guys who are really good that are gonna come up pretty big this year. I mean, I think our team's gonna be pretty solid. We're gonna have some young guys step up, definitely, but a lot of seniors are gonna be pretty solid for us this year. And state title is what we're really shooting for. Diamond Classic, maybe too.
Yeah, why not? Right? I mean, it's I guess I ask everybody this down in South Jersey, but what means more to you, Diamond Classic or state title?
Um, Probably Diamond Classic. I mean, because everyone's in it.
Yeah.
It's
What are you focusing on in the winter other than, obviously getting the team ready to go? As a senior now, senior leader, what do you have to do team wise, but also what do you have to do individually to be ready to go? And I know you have high goals for this year as an individual player.
so this winter I'm kind of just, trying to gain weight obviously and kind of just work on staying consistent hitting and kind of just, I don't know, getting like overall strength up, arm strength and hitting wise. And then for the team, just trying to get everyone together.
Yeah. Now let's get to the important stuff. And I'm talking about music that you listen to while you're lifting, because this is one of the biggest reasons why I like John so much is you got to tell us what you rock out to when you're lifting hardcore.
Big time rock guy. Justin kind of put me on the rock music, and
yeah,
kind of what I've listened to all the time when I'm lifting now, PRing. Big time Motley Crue, big time Van Halen. Gotta love it all.
Yeah, see anybody who is many years younger than me, we're just going to say many. Anybody who's 30 years younger than me that likes the exact same music that I do, got a big props for that. That's huge. So you and Justin just kind of go way up for that. But what would be? Give me 3 or 4 songs that have to be playing while you're lifting.
Dr. Feelgood, gotta be. Kickstart My Heart, another really good one. Panama, Jump, those are all big time.
Man, I don't know what you win, but you win the podcast. That's the best answer I've gotten on any episode ever. So now as a senior, are you going to have like any control over like pregame music or anything like that? Are we going to expect the same at BP and pregame now?
So like last year, I'm probably going to keep it the same as last year. It's like a mix of kind of rock. You got country in there. You got a little bit of rap. You got a little bit of like Calvin Harris type music, all that. But when we're taking BP, I personally like a lot of country. So.
All right. I guess it's okay. I mean, as long as it's not lifting, you can't really lift the country.
No.
Favorite player? I mean, are you? It seems like kind of maybe a stupid question, but that's never stopped me before. I mean, is your favorite player? Are you gonna tend to notice the smaller guys who dominate the? I mean, he's a cheater, but Altuve guys like that, or are you?
Nah, Altuve, I mean, yeah, we're kind of like the same, but he's never really like been my favorite. Obviously, Bryce Harper, love him. He's insane. He really hits the ball. And then Dansby Swanson's been my favorite since he was in college, really. I love watching him play. And yeah,
But you're a big time Philly fan, so right. I mean, we got team wise.
yes, yes.
So why Dansby Swanson? I'm not that that's a bad choice at all, but I'm just wondering, like you mentioned, like since he was at Vandy, what originally got your attention with him?
I don't know. I just like love the way he plays. Like he just makes insane plays. And in college, he really hit the ball well. And yeah, and then he got drafted first overall, and I just kind of stuck with him throughout. Like now, especially when he won the World Series and everything, he's just doing great things.
Definitely.
And I feel like
Uh,
he's really underrated. So
what's been the biggest challenge for you through all this? Through injury, through whatever, through kind of people sleeping on you because they see you and they're like, why is this 12-year-old? How's he going to beat me? What's been the biggest challenge for you? And to kind of add to it, what's been the most fun thing for you to kind of like shut everybody up with?
I think like the most challenging thing is kind of just like sticking with it. Like obviously no one's gonna think you're like the best out there, and then you get hurt, and then you kind of have to just work hard to like succeed, and you kind of just got to prove everyone wrong, which is obviously the hardest thing, is like to work super hard to be on the level that everyone else is at. And most fun thing is just balling out and proving everyone wrong, obviously.
Yep. And now you're like, so you're going to a great place for school for 4 years, get a chance to, compete at a high level and win at a high level. And we should probably throw in there, you got a pretty decent GPA from what I understand,
Yeah.
right? So, I mean, you're throwing in a 4.0 with that too. And um, has that been a challenge to keep that up?
Um, like I've kind of been on top of my grades throughout all of school. Like my parents would kill me if I didn't stay on top of it, because obviously school is number one. I mean, that's what's going to get you through life. So
Yep.
top of that, can't slack. It's the most important part.
Yeah. Give you another couple more random questions because that's a thing now. But we passed Halloween relatively recently, and I sort of like asking this one now. What was your favorite Halloween costume growing up?
Oh man. Um, hmm. I was always a baseball player. Like I remember one year I was Mike Trout. I mean, yeah, maybe add like a little zombie baseball player in there, do a little, put a little zombie makeup on or something.
Doesn't even count. Why do people even give you candy for dressing up as a zombie baseball player? That's
Oh,
that's pretty cool though. You gotta have good pictures then, I would imagine. We already
yeah.
we already asked the music questions, and you gave the right answer. I know everybody gives an answer, but you actually gave the right answer. Um, favorite TV show?
Oh man, I honestly don't even watch TV. If I'm watching TV, it's sports. That's really it.
That's a good answer. Highlights, I guess, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If you what's one phone app that you couldn't do without?
Mm, Instagram for like sports and like updates and stuff, and TikTok just to keep me interested. When I'm bored, I'm always on TikTok.
Um, if everyday activities were Olympic sports, what would be the one that you would get a gold medal in?
Everyday activities. Running up the stairs. Really good at skipping some steps.
I was going to say that implies that you double up or triple up on steps to do it too.
Yep.
All right, that's good. Um, so rumor has it, and we showed some video early on in the opening here that you can nail a backflip pretty much whenever you want.
Yep.
So I'm going to challenge you on that now. You can accept that challenge and do it for the camera, or you can kind of pass on it.
All right, I'll accept it.
All right, we got to make sure we got room, and we got to. We don't want to be breaking anything here.
Oh, no, I nail it every time. Let's see. Am I in? I think I'm in.
You are. You're good. You almost over rotated that.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're getting close to a double.
On a diving board, maybe.
That's what I was going to ask now. So seeing that, what's the craziest dive that you can do?
The little like twist front flip that really gets everyone going.
So I guess the bottom line here is make sure John comes to your party in the summer because he can do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get one last question. Not quite as random, but it still is a good one. One piece of advice that you've gotten along the way, either a piece of advice or a quote that you've gotten from somebody that really sticks with you.
I think just like don't stop working. If you have a dream to like get somewhere, work towards it. I mean, you have to give it your all if you want to make it. So, yeah.
Yeah. No, and I mean, looking at the whole thing here, I mean, obviously the first time when I saw your, the first time I saw your video, it's not just somebody who can play and the defense always catches my eye first anyway, but the hitting too, but the intangible stuff, you can see it's like you can see the hard work through the video and it's the kind of player that wins. And I don't think it's an accident that you're on winning teams. I mean, I don't want to say you're the only reason, obviously, because you got a lot of good but I always thought that like good players tend to stick together and push each other to become better players.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that you proved that with Justin too. And certainly crush it this off season, crush it this spring. I don't know how I'm going to find Kingsway because it's really far from where I am, but I'm sure I'll get down there to watch. But maybe for some of the games where you're a little closer. But certainly best of luck this year. Thank you for taking some time with us. Thank you for nailing the first ever Jersey Baseball Show backflip on air live. And let's keep listening to good music.
Yeah, thank you.